One of the biggest problems is that everyone can say they're an actor, and I see a lot of this. People say, I'm an actor, I'm an actor. You see it on their pages, actor at, and all this kind of stuff. And it's very, very easy to just say you're an actor. But there's a massive difference between an actual actor who's got a skill, an understanding of the work, and someone who just says, I'm an actor. I can't go to my wife's accounting office and say, I want to file some taxes. I've always loved doing taxes, and just let me at them. They won't. They'll say, get out of here, you're an idiot. Go study for many, many years, come back. It's the same as being a surgeon. You can't just go to any hospital and say, I've always wanted to be a doctor. I've always had the inclination for it. I've never done anything about it, but I really, really love it. I'm very passionate about it. Please let me do some surgery. They're gonna say, please go away. Come back in 10 years after you've studied. Most jobs are like that. You can't say you're a writer because you need a script in your hand. You can't say you're a painter with no paintings behind you, but everyone can say they're an actor. It's easy, just say I'm an actor. And then they'll give you an opportunity to try it. And at best, most people will act. They'll just start acting, performing, They'll memorize their lines, and when the line says I'm angry, they'll get angry. When the line says I love you, they'll pretend like I love you. And they think that that's what acting is all about. And I'll be honest with you, most people, about 90% of the industry is what we might call unskilled labor. It really is unskilled labor. It's people that don't have an understanding of their work. They might get somewhere because, they've got a certain clout or something. But for the most part, I find most actors memorize lines and try and put some kind of emotion behind it. And they think that they've done their work. There is a massive difference between that level of acting and what you might call a skilled actor. It's not talent, it's skill. It's something that's learned, it's something that's practiced over many, many years. And things like, look, I'll give you an example. Let's assume the scene is a couple having a divorce. Even a sense of place. Why does it take place here? Whose house is it? If they moved in this house together, the argument is different. This is their house. They moved in together. They, planned a life together. If it's his house and she came in, or vice versa, it's her house and he moved in, then the argument is different. He'd move out. It's her house. Actors don't even ask that. Whose house is it? Who decorated the house? Who's paying for the house? These are big things. They're not always in the script, but you can ask them, or you can imply them. What's going on politically? No one even addresses that. What's going on politically, socially, at the time that the scene takes place? It's very different if there's a war on. People don't think like that. Once again, they only think of emotion and the lines. What's going on politically? Is it safe to be on the streets? That affects the way you are. What's going on socially in their own culture, in their own world? Where are they financially? It's a big deal. Health, what's going on with their health? There are many, many questions to ask, and you don't just ask them to be interesting. You don't do it to make interesting choices or to stand out, because then that's all you're going to do, stand out. What you're doing is, can my choice, within the guidelines of the script and what the scene is about, can my choice enhance that? Can my choice show something else along those guidelines that most people don't see? Because everyone gets the same script, no matter the most talented actor or the most bottom level, they all get the same script. But what makes the difference is that one of them asks these questions. Whose place? What's going on socially? What's the undercurrent? This is a big one. What's the undercurrent of the character? Are they stressed out? Do you see that throughout the whole script? And the trick is, not the trick, it's to boil it and put the lid on it so it doesn't show, so you're not sticking it out like a sore thumb. Because that's our work. All these things are easy to understand intellectually, but to actually have them in the body takes a lot of work, and most actors don't do the work. They think they can donate, an hour a week of their time and expect to get the same results. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. Unfortunately, most people think it does. So if you're really serious about this, you have a lot of work to do, and you should be doing it. And you should take it way above the page. Way above the page. Find things that feed it. Find things that feed the scene, especially now when most of the things you audition for are done online. You're competing against thousands of people. If all you do is walk in there and give them the lines and the emotion, that's what everyone else did. You don't stand a chance. So apply these things. It's a skill, it's a craft, it's a lot of work. And if you're not willing to do it, quit. Let the rest of the people that are get out there and try it. We'll talk again.